Hey, good evening everybody. Today we have a very special action figure review. Welcome to my channel. I hope you're having a good day. I hope you're having a good week. Today we're going to be looking at my very own custom Marvel Legends Bone Saw McGraw. Bone Saw is ready. Anyways, I'm very excited to review this and show it off. Hope you guys like it. Please leave a comment. Let me know what you think of my video. Let me know what you think of my custom. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the figure. Please tell me if you have any concerns, questions. If you have any suggestions for how to make my figure, how to make my reviews, or I guess my custom figure better. Yeah, thank you. Let's get into it. So accessories wise, he doesn't come with anything. I tried to mold like a chair out of clay, you know, like the folded chair that he hits him with from the movie, where the girl's like, finish him off, you know, but it didn't work out. So I'm stuck with just the bone saw, and that's okay. So we're gonna take a look at him, and I made this figure from the young Thor from the Gladiator Hulk Build-A-Figure wave. From the Thor Ragnarok Gladiator Hulk Build-A-Figure wave. And I think it looks really good. I sculpted the beard out of some clay. You know, not the best, could have been better, but it's alright, it's passable, it looks fine. I colored the hair completely black, and if you're wondering what kind of paint I use, it is the oh shoot, a little chipping right there, you can see the blonde coming through, but it is the Model Masters acrylic paint that I used for this. Evidently I got it really glossy, and you can see there's the head sculpt, there's the blue eyes. I colored in those eyebrows that were blonde before, rightfully so, and I made them black to match the Bone Saw McGraw hair, and I honestly am happy with this head sculpt. Probably my favorite part of the whole thing. And you can see under here where I painted the skin tone. Once again, Model Masters acrylic paint, not a paid promotion. Obviously, I mean, if you look at the size of my channel, but anyways, yeah, looks pretty decent, you know. I put in the work there. This something with this figure anyways, it's really gappy. You can see you can pretty much see where the arm piece goes into the figure, and that's a little annoying. I do have some paint where I tried to sort of blend the arm flesh tone already on the figure with the paint that I used on the you know, on the chest and around here, and it's pretty sticky. So I need to probably just go ahead and paint the rest of the arms in a couple of coats. I'm kind of lazy and I don't want to do it, but I probably need to so that it's not sticky, because this isn't sticky, but over here it's really sticky, and that's probably my biggest complaint with this custom. Anyways, moving down, you see the silver for like the saw blades, not perfect, but good enough, good enough. If you've seen the 2002 movie, then I guess you know like who it is and what it's supposed to be. Yeah, I think it looks fairly okay. And you can see the belt. I made all I did, well, first thing, I put some clay around it, the same thing I used for the beard, and made a belt, and it looked really, really good. I was so happy with it. And then big bummer, I was messing around with it and I put my thumb through it before it had time to dry, and man, I was so upset. So I had to take it off, and what I did for the belt is I just wrapped some electrical tape around there a few times and colored over it with the silver paint marker that I was using for the rest of it, and it's fine. It's fine, you know. I'm really bummed out about that belt because it looked so good, seriously. Anyway, getting down to the legs, we have the bone saw down here. Bone saw, and I'm pretty sure on the edges it's supposed to be like a saw. There's supposed to be some more red, but I think it looks good. I was willing to, it's, you know, it's my figure, it's going to stay in my collection. I was willing to sort of settle for that, you know. I do think it looks good. The red, the silver, looks pretty good. It stands out. If you've seen the movie, then you look at my shelf and you know right who it is. Looking at the boots down here, looks good. Bone Saw did have boots in the movie, but he didn't have these big knee pads. I did like these knee pads on the figure, and I decided to keep them on there. I think it looks pretty good. You can see these straps right here. They were kind of gold, and I had to paint them, of course. And then I had to paint the buckle right there, because Bone Saw, I don't know if he had that in the movie or not. Realistically, I don't. But on the boots right here, I did try to do the best that I could to replicate what he had in the movie. I did look at some images, and it looks similar right here. And you can see the other side looking good. Here's the back of the figure, looking awesome in my opinion. And here we'll take a look at the arms. I painted the joint right here because he had this strap on his arm over here that he did not have on this side. So I painted that on there. Not perfect. None of this figure, none of the paint, nothing on this figure is perfect. But I'm happy with it. I put work into it. It's fine. But these are like little wrist pieces that came with the original Thor figure. They don't really, Bone Saw doesn't have those, but he does have like fingerless gloves that are black. And I thought these looked cool, so I just kept them on there as a little something, because if they're not on there, then the figure kind of looks weird. And I didn't want to, kind of looks blank right around there, I should say. And I didn't want to just, I didn't really want to paint over that joint again like I did over here. It's kind of a pain in the butt, to me anyway. One thing worth mentioning is the legs got kind of loose whenever I heated them up, took them off, and then put them back on. They did get kind of loose. But yeah, so the articulation is the exact same, pretty much. His head will move back that far. It will look down that far with the beard and everything, so that looks good. Turn side to side, no pivot. Well, maybe a little bit of pivot. Arms are very stiff as they were on the original figure. Move outward. Oh man, you can hear that. Move outward that far, and back down. They move forward, back, all around. You get a bicep swivel. Double jointed elbows might be a little different on the one that I painted. Here, let's see about this one. No, about the same. So same level of articulation on the elbows. Wrist turn side to side, hinge up and down. Ab crunch forward that far. I like it. And he can not look up enough to compensate. So that's unfortunate, but it's fine. Oh no. Looks like I'm getting a little bit of paint wear back there. Uh-oh. That's unfortunate. Or is it, I think it's paint coming off of the hair onto there. Yeah, that sucks. It's a bummer, man, but it's okay. At least it's on the back and it's going to be covered by the hair. Oh man, that's rough, but he does have a waist swivel right here above the belt, nice and smooth. His legs do kick out that far, forward that much. If you're trying to get him to sit, he can do it just fine. Like I said, these are pretty loose right here, and that bothers me. Outside of the sticky arms, that's probably my biggest complaint. Upper thigh swivel, double jointed knees, bending that far. No rotation at the boot. Ankles move down, they will move up. He does have rotation up here, like above this ball thing, and he has the pivot. So looking good. And kick his spider ass. Oh, I love that scene so much. Unfortunately, I do not have any 6-inch Raimiverse figures to compare him to. I don't have any like human spider or anything like that. I do have the 18-inch Spider-Man 2 superposable Spider-Man, but I'm not about to get him out and compare him to this guy because you won't even be able to see him. But I do have this guy from my childhood. I remember watching him, or playing with him while I was watching those movies, and he used to be, anyway, sort of my Raimi Spider-Man, because that was the only Spider-Man I knew. So here he is next to him. He's a lot bigger because this is, shoot, what is he? He's the Spider-Man Classic Heroes Spidey, I believe. And to get a Marvel Legend in here, here he is next to the Marvel Legends Gamerverse Spider-Man Spider Armor Mark III. So looks pretty good next to him. I guess they scale okay. I don't know, it's just a custom solo Bone Saw figure. So overall thoughts, I like it. I put a lot of work into it. He looks really good on my shelf. He's not perfect by any means. If I saw him in the packaging, I would think he looked like crap. But I would still buy him because he's Bone Saw. Honestly, seriously, I would. But yeah, he doesn't look great. But I put a lot of work into him. He looks good on my shelf, and I'm happy to have him. I don't regret it at all or anything like that. And out of 10, you know what? I'm not about to rate my own custom figure out of 10. I'm sorry. So yeah, hope you liked the review. Hope you liked the figure. Thank you for watching, especially if you watched this far into it. My goodness. Yeah, please leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know what I could fix. Let me know what you like about my videos. And until then, remember, Bone Saw is ready.